and welcome to the first semi-final of Series 3. From our first 8 robots, only 2 will progress to the grand final. Let's see who's made it here tonight. Reigning champions Ice 2 had a near scare in its first battle, but recovered by bludgeoning the competition into oblivion. Arnold A took out both its heat seeds by disabling their weaponry and then flipping them over for the win. Tiberius crushed everything in its path and caused a lot of internal damage during its ruling over the arena. Never giving up his rickroll, keeping in full control with those dual axes being a real threat to weapons and armour. Previous champions Flatline did what it did best and threw everything it saw over and out of the running. Hexagonal Wedge Hedge has caused a major stir in the pits with incredible driving and given everyone a hard challenge. The Dino still lives. Steg-o-saw-us pushed and shoved its opponents out of the way to make it to the semi-final. And Rotator, surviving a brush with death, went on to claim close victories over 2 badly beaten machines. And here is the lineup for the first semi-final. Only 3 seeded robots on the board and 2 of them are domestic title holders. But how will they fare against this new breed of machine? Starting off is Ice 2 taking on Rotator, then Arnold A will attempt to terminate Hedge, Flatline and Steg-o-saw-us will fight for dominance, and then Tiberius will try not to be rickrolled. Time to turn up the heat.
From our team, Ice 2.
On their way to defend their title, Ice 2 shows no signs of stopping. Ready with that mighty axe blade, they should be ready for any and all challengers.
From Miami, Florida, USA, Rotator.
Lucky to get here, I feel, but they have the potential to go far. With dual spinning discs, they should have the advantage against whomever they face.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
So we're starting off the semi-final with Ice 2 against Rotator, bouncing off the front of Ice 2. The front is well guarded, so Rotator is going to have to try and get round the back. That's where the weakness is, but Ice 2 will always face its opponent head on, bringing down the axe. Another couple of glances off the front, stopping both its weaponry. And that's a piece of armour that's come flying off and being catapulted across the arena. And Ice 2 now getting pushed back by Rotator, the disc underneath. And the axe coming down again, Rotator hitting Ice 2's wheels. It's still running. Another shove into the wall, missing with the axe. Just trying to get to that top and then throwing Rotator over and coming in with the axe. Another piece of armour comes off. Picked them up, threw them over, nearly out of the arena. And it's at the perfect angle so Ice 2 can bring its axe in, into the disc. Another couple of hits there. And Rotator now upside down, but they slammed into the wall. The disc is still spinning, but they have had receiver issues, especially when they're upside down, and I think that's exactly what's happened. Ice 2 going in with a couple of hits, but it's done enough. They've managed to flip Rotator over, and there's no signal going to it. Rotator being counted out, and Ice 2 move on to the next round. Taking out the receiver and immobilising Rotator puts them out of the game. Ice 2 marches on towards another title. Next up is Arnold A and Hedge.
From High Wycombe in Buckinghamshire, Arnold Terminator.
A box on wheels with an axe and lifter weapon, not to be underestimated and able to finish what it started. Arnold A is back.
From our team, Hedge.
scrapes across the floor and able to stylishly outdrive everyone else. The low, compact shape counters most weapons. Could be one to watch.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
A box versus a wedge. Two weapons against none at all, and Arnold A nearly flipping Hedge over. Try to get them from the back, pin them into the wall and lift them. But Hedge is very low. They should be able to get underneath Arnold A. So Arnold A are going to have to be very careful. Swing around each other, and now coming in with the axe. And now Hedge pushing them back. Arnold A going in with the axe. There's no real protection on top. It's a nice open target for that axe. And now shoving Hedge away. But they're managing to escape and now being pinned in and going in with the axe. Pummeling into the top of Hedge. And have they been immobilized? I can see some movement from the wheel, so I think they just might be trapped. Arnold A freeing them. And now getting stuck over the pit. And same again, nearly getting lifted over that time. Pinned in again, coming in with the axe. Aggression going to Arnold A at this moment in time. And Hedge pushing back Arnold A. Good even match. Even though Hedge hasn't got a weapon, its drive is doing very well for it. Nearly getting flipped over, but Arnold A persistent. They want Hedge over as it cannot self-right. Another couple of shoves over there and there. There we go. Hedge now upside down. Well, pinned to the wall actually. Pinned in. Arnold A lifted them. Brought in the axe and just knocked them over enough so they can't come back down. They are resting against the wall. And Arnold A managed to get them over in the end. And they're leaving them be. Hedge being counted out. They did so well earlier. Very good machine. But this is the end of the line. And Arnold A moves on.
Cease.
The Hedge has been terminated and Arnold A lives to fight again. It's a flipper versus pusher battle next with Flatline and Steg-o-saw-us.
From Somerset, Flatline.
The most powerful flipper in the tournament, never one to back down from a fight and take the win. Could be on the path to reclaiming his crown.
From Southampton, Steg-o-saw-us.
Strong and sturdy is the dino. Triceratops speed maybe isn't the quickest, but it can make sure its foes are dino sore after fighting it.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
This promises to be a really good match, bouncing off each other initially. Flatline trying to get underneath. And no, it's Steg, it's managed to get underneath Flatline. Nearly getting them at the back. Going into the side. Nearly underneath them again. Really a case of seeing who can get under who first. And by the looks of it, Steg-o-saw-us is lower at the front and they've managed to flip! Flatline managed to throw! Steg up and over! Managed to knock it down again, but look at this! Underneath, throwing! Ran underneath and Steg landed on its side. Flatline running backwards, knocking them down, keeping the fight going. Perhaps as a mark of respect. And now, a shoving match. Flatline desperate to get that flipper underneath Steg. And this time, beach it on its side. But that's not happening. Steg-o-saw-us being very aggressive. Flatline trying to flip them from the back. Good even battle. Another shove into the side. Didn't do anything. Lifting the flipper. Steg wasn't there, and now Steg pushing Flatline. Both near the pit. Steg was bouncing off of the pit release tyre, but it didn't go down. And now pushing Flatline again. Steg-o-saw-us bullying Flatline, getting flipped away just enough. And Flatline now going for the pit release, getting shoved back by Steg-o-saw-us. Steg-o-saw-us definitely lower of the two. Flatline are going to have to try and change its tactics. Not take it from the front and getting pushed very close to the pit. And going towards the Flatline. Have got one wheel over the edge. The pit's not fully down, but they're struggling to move, and will Steg-o-saw-us get them in? And they are in! Flatline are in the pit! Steg-o-saw-us! What a finisher! Well, that is a major surprise, as Flatline, 5th seeds, previous champions, are out of the competition. Steg-o-saw-us progresses on to the next round. Last battle of round 1 is Tiberius and Rickroll.
From East Sussex, Tiberius.
Strong crushing power and good control keep this robot powering on. The weapon could be still in its testing phase, but it's doing well so far.
From Leeds, Rickroll.
Never gonna tell a lie, those dual axes are great for fast attack and aggression, low to the ground and powerful to roll any opponent out.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Two beautifully engineered machines about to do battle, and shoved around by Tiberius. Rickroll shoving them back, waiting for a chance to get those axes into play. Tiberius trying to tackle them from the front and now get them at the back. That's the weakness. There's no real defense at the back end of Rickroll. Tiberius trying to exploit it. Just trying, swinging the axes to get Tiberius away. And Tiberius nearly had the claw into the wheels, didn't bring it down in time. Rickroll just sort of juttering around, and now Tiberius has now gotten into Rickroll. And Rickroll swinging its axes, trying to get free. And wait a minute! Yes! It looks like they've done some serious damage! It looks like they've broken the link from the screw, from the threads, to the actual claw. Yes, the claw is down! Which means Tiberius no longer have an offensive weapon. Both a little bit stuck over the edge. Rickroll, a little unsure what to do now. They've taken out the main worry. And now they're sort of bouncing towards the pit release tyre, and Tiberius knocks it down. And we're just going to wait and see, and now Rickroll have just backed into the pit! What on earth happened there? They swung away, the pit was down, they backed up, and just fell in. They were winning so far. Well, I think they were, yeah. So it's Tiberius that make it through. Rickroll rolled itself into the pit, but not before causing some major damage to Tiberius. They move on, but will have to try and repair the damage before its next battle. The lineup for round 2 looks like this. Top seeds Ice 2 will attempt to take on the Dino Might of Steg-o-saw-us, and if they repair the claw in time, Tiberius will battle Arnold A. Who will take the first 2 places in the grand final? Time for Ice 2 and Steg-o-saw-us to fight it out for that initial spot.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Wonder what the Steg team are thinking. They've already had to face the previous champion, and now they're up against the current one. Little dance around the arena, try to feel each other out, see which is the best way, and Ice 2 going in with the axe on top of Steg-o-saw-us. Near the pit, pushing them around into the back, bringing down that axe, racking up the damage points. But Steg-o-saw-us is built really sturdily. There's not a lot has gotten through its armour. and it's fought some tough opponents. Going in with the axe again, Ice 2 really want to get to that grand final. Back to back. And Ice 2 going for the pit, and the pit goes down, hitting into the top of Steg-o-saw-us once more. Bouncing near the pit, Steg-o-saw-us probably want to get a good run up, pushing Ice 2 away. Both very close to the edge of the pit, and Ice 2 have nearly got into the pit. Will Steg-o-saw-us be able to finish them off? And they've done it! They've managed to take out Flatline, Series 1 champion. They've just taken out the Series 2 champion in Ice 2, dumping it into the pit. Steg-o-saw-us, what an incredible performance. They could win this. They really could.
Cease.
Another incredible display from Steg-o-saw-us and sending the champions down the pit. Ice 2's title defense is over and a new champion will be crowned. The Dino is the first to make it into the grand final. Has Tiberius fixed this weapon in time? Or will Arnold A be in full termination mode? Let's get down to the arena and find out.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Have Tiberius managed to fix that claw for this battle? Arnold A swinging around them, just waiting, getting the lifter in, lifting them up, but they didn't go over, and now just a little bit of a push and a shove and into the corner. Arnold A trying to lift Tiberius, and it didn't work, and now Tiberius have flipped Arnold A, pushed them in, using its own axe against it, and Arnold A now stuck on its side, raising the lifter, trying to get down. And the question is, will they get down now? The axe is swinging madly, as is the flipper, trying to get back down. Tiberius just waiting. A little nudge, flipper still going, but there's no life in the axe. There is a little bit, but they're being counted out, and I don't think they're going to get down. Tiberius is the second machine to make it to the grand final. And Tiberius's rule continues to reign into the grand final as Arnold A has been decommissioned. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe if you enjoyed the show. And join us next week for our second semi-final, where Afterburner, Petrify, Nitro, Atomic, Protosynthesis, Trillium, Virion and Propellerhead will battle for those last two remaining places in the grand final.